you can develop huge amount of polyglot application directly via a cheap cost. Okay, so the cost is very cheap here. It is highly efficient and very modern. And that is why BTP, for BTP developer and customers, Cloud Foundry is the preferred choice and will be the preferred choice. Although Kima is still, or Kubernetes are the futuristic, you can say, choice, and still customers are using Kubernetes, but Cloud Foundry will remain the preferred choice. Now, if you see here, right, you will see a lot of things that you can add your own language, your choice. Okay, so you can develop your own application. And if you go to this tutorial section, right, you will see a more concept regarding the Cloud Foundry. Okay, so what is exactly the Cloud Foundry is, what is the detail of the Cloud Foundry, and it is also for the developers, that how developers can use the Cloud Foundry. Okay, so a lot of concepts are there. Okay, so we are not going to do a very much detailed analysis of the Cloud Foundry because we are already been doing into our learnings. But I'm just giving you this link, okay? Because you already have this link, right? Yesterday I've given this link. You have bookmark it, or if you want, I can also share it right now. Mm, I can also share it right now. But please bookmark it whenever you get a free time. Just learn it and get more knowledge on that. What is Cloud Foundry? It is one of the proven platforms, and that is what we are going to do. Okay. Similarly, you can come to the overview. You can come to source. There are a lot of you can say open source platform where you can also learn this thing. Okay, this is what the basics of the Cloud Foundry. If you want to go from the developer point of view, what developers should do, then you will get a lot of information. For example, you will see a few more core concepts. Okay, so you have seen already what is organization in a space. Have you seen that, right? Yesterday. So if I will come here in the sub account, when you activated the Cloud Foundry runtime, you understood, right? What is org name? Okay, what is spaces? Anyone?
Yes, 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 sir.
Yes. So you have got that concept, right? What is organization, where you are going to deploy your application. Similarly, we have a role-based scenario where we can add the roles. All we will see that part. Okay. So if you see the few concepts which I was wanted to go through, if you see the course overview, you can just have a look at it. It's very interesting. You will get a lot of learning here. Okay. Because we will not devote so much time in learning all these basic concepts, but as I get started, you can learn that concept. Okay, using a CF, how you can CF login, how you can log in, all these things. So we will learn it. Okay, but before that, you have to also understand that. Let's suppose you have a BTP. Okay, you have a BTP, and then you in a BTP. What you used to do, that you have a sub account here, and in sub account you have a space, correct? And the space you use to deploy the application on the Cloud Foundry. So basically, these are all Cloud Foundry. Okay. Now, as a platform user, you deploy the application on the Cloud Foundry. It can be multiple application. But what this application at least consists. So if you see here on a huge picture, so let's suppose this is your application. So one application will have multiple dimensions. For example, it application cannot run alone on the Cloud Foundry. They need help of service, multiple service. For example, if the application needs security, they need service called authorization and trust management. Okay, like access UA. Okay, if your application wants to consume data or record from S4 HANA, they need destination service. Okay, if your application want to talk with events, then they need event mesh service. If your application wants some you can say talk to connection with any third party system or any remote system, they need connectivity service. If your application wants to be deployed as an HTML5 application, they need HTML5 services. So lot of services are there which helps application to get deployed to the Cloud Foundry and run. And then these are all in the space level. Okay, and then once application are generated, they create the service, they create a binding of the service. So every service will get created and then it get binded with that application. Okay, for example, I will show you. Let's suppose you have one application. I can show you. I have one application. Let's suppose hello world SRV. If you see here, my application are being binded. So if you see service binding, These are the service which are being binded with my application, like destination, access way, hello world DB. So if I come to the service layer as well, right? So if I, let's suppose if I come to Cloud Foundry, services, instance and subscription, you can see here all the services which I have created will reflected here. For example, if you see destination service, okay. So at the space level, I've created it, and then you can see here your service are binded. You can bind your service. Similarly, if you want to create binding, you can create the binding by selecting the application you want to bind, and then you can bind it out. Okay. Every service has a service key which helps to expose the credential. For example, if you see here, let's suppose iFlow. iFlow is a CPI tenant, CPI service which we create, and then you can see here the service key, right? Service key provides them the credential where you can use it to access from anywhere in the application.
Sir, I am
So
not
if
able to see the screen which you are presenting.
so, you are not able to see uh, any other colleague. You are also okay. So I got it. I got you. Why you're not able to see? Okay, sorry for that. So can you see right now?
Yes,
Yes, now,
yes,
yes, yes.
yes.
Really sorry for it's mom from my side. So if you see here, right, let me go and repeat again. So for every service, right, if you see here, you have an application at a space level, and if you see here, each application, right, has a service binding related to it. So basically, application cannot run alone. They need HANA DB. So for HANA DB, they need HANA related service. For authorization, they need access UA service authorization. For HANA, for DB, they need HANA service. For consuming S4 system or remote system act system detail, they need destination service. And each service has to be created in Cloud Foundry space, and then each service has to get binded with the application. So if you see here on a high level, for example, if I show you that destination service, so maybe destination service. So if you see those destination service, you will see here your destination service is created. It is on the Cloud Foundry. You can see the runtime is the Cloud Foundry and then you can see here that your destination service are get binded with the application. Then only your application is going to talk with it. Okay. So that is whole story of that. Okay. So let's suppose if you want to create any service, what you have to do? You have to go to a place called Service Marketplace. Okay, so you have to come to the service marketplace, and in the service marketplace, you have to choose your service which you want to. For example, if I want to create any service related to connectivity service. Okay, so what does connectivity service do? So if you want to connect any system with your on-premise system from cloud application, you can use this service. So you can just go here, you can go to create, you can choose your plan, which plan you want to use. For example, I want to use light plan. Okay, now it is asking you which runtime you want to deploy. I want to deploy into Cloud Foundry runtime. This is my space. Okay, I have only one space, and then I can give my name. For example, connect connect S4 HANA, something like that, and then I can create it. I will click on next, and I can create it. And so it's a way from the service marketplace where you can go and create your service. So you can see here your connect S4 HANA service has got created. Now, if you want a credential to access it from some system, or if you want to bind application, you can go and create and bind your application. You choose your application and then you can bind that. So you can see your application is binded. If you want to create any service key so that you can access the credential of that, then you can use and create a service key of that. So your service key will also get created. So in the service key, you will see the credential, all the credential detail of the connectivity service. Do you have any doubt or any question you want to ask here that how to create service and from where to create service? So service marketplace is the hub where you can find all the service which you have added into your entitlement. So where you can go and create it. Okay. For example, if you want to create HANA, then you can use HANA Cloud Service. If you want to only use HANA Schema, you can use HANA Schema Service. Okay. Similarly, job schedulers.
Excuse me. So the service is like if I have one S4HANA, S4HANA in the backend. So from the service, I can connect to my S4HANA database, right?
Yes. No. Can you just repeat again? Can you just repeat again? I
So
guess
if
you're.
So if I have
Hmm?
one S/4HANA database, okay, where I'm using my
Hmm.
SAP GUI, if I want to connect that with my SAP BTP, so I have to come to my
Hmm.
service, and from here I have to connect it.
Yes, yes, of course. Without connectivity service, you cannot consume data from your S4 HANA to on-premise to CAP application or cloud application. You need those service. That is what, right? If you see those connectivity service, right, what this service will do, help you to do. If you see the connectivity service, it's help you to SAP BTP connectivity service allows you to establish
So
secure
service,
and reliable
okay,
connectivity between your cloud application and
and
on-premise
on-premise.
application.
Okay,
And what is your on-premise application? Running in isolated network means VPN. Okay, it is
okay,
running in the VPN, right? And what is
yes,
your
yes,
on-premise system? Your on-premise system is your S4HANA or ECC
yes,
system.
yes,
But
yes.
if you are using S4HANA Public Cloud Edition, then you don't need this connectivity service. Remember, because S4HANA Public Cloud Edition is not on-premise system.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Any question? Very good question, by the way. Any more question? Please feel free to ask. This is a curiosity that I want from all of you.
So
Good.
you'll show us, right, how to connect BTP with my S/4HANA, and how because when how do we have all this thing, right?
So I will, in this session scenario, I will show you how you can connect with S4HANA Cloud. Okay, I will show you how to connect with third-party system, how to connect
Okay,
with third-party services. However, for on-premise system, as we don't have on-premise system, so what you can do is that if you have the on-premise system, you can just follow the same step which I am showing you. There is nothing that you
okay,
can bring extra. A step procedure remains same. So it's what I'm going to teach you here. I'm going to show you all the step which is needed. Okay,
okay, okay,
all the
fine.
steps are needed, and I'm going to show here as for HANA Cloud System. Now it's your
Okay,
wish what you want. If you want to bring S4 HANA on-premise, just go and start the connectivity from here to here. But this
okay,
part, I'm going to cover everything. Okay, so you just have to change the system. Okay, but your scenario remains same. Clear?
yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Okay. No need to thank. Okay, so now if you will come to this cloud foundry concept, so you can see here, right, we in the cloud foundry we can able to create a application and work on that. Similarly, you can come here to the spaces, you can see all those spaces. So let's suppose if you want to create more space, you can create more space as well. For example, I want to create more space called quality quality, and then I can add and I can create one more space called quality. Okay, similarly, if I want to add more space for production, then I can use one more space and I will say production. Okay, so I can create multiple space on my Cloud Foundry and they are all running on the Cloud Foundry environment. Okay, so my application in development will be separate, my application in quality will be separate, and my application in production will be separate. If let's suppose you are four people are three people are there, right? If I will add one people here, one people here, one people here, each one of you can only see your application. You cannot access by your other application, even though you are added to the same sub account. Why? Because every space is also separated by the separate user. Okay, so you can see here, right? Member. Whom the member I will add, they can only access that particular application. You got my point?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, good. So please go explore that one, and it's a very good time to that, or at least have a good knowledge what exactly you want to do. There is, I wanted to emphasize on another topic, which is known as Discovery Center. So now, if you will come here, if you will come to the instance of subscription, not service marketplace, you can see right you are getting all the services, but there is also a central place, a central hub where you can see all, because right now whatever you are seeing is whatever there you have got the entitlement. You are not going to see any more services. So right now, if you can see, you have only 49 services, which is available for you as a trial user. But that doesn't mean that SAP has only total 49 services. SAP a lot more services. So where you can go and see that hub and repository of that. So if you see here, there is a place called, why it is not visible here? Discovery Center. So if you open the Discovery Center and if you open the service catalog, You will see all the list of services which exist on the BTP planet. Okay, all the list of services which might not be available on trial but are available for the whole customers. Now, what exactly you are going to see here? You are going to see a lot more things. For example, let's go and see connectivity service, which I was showing to you, right? Connectivity service. If you come to this connectivity service, what exactly this is going to show you? This is going to show you architectures, that how from SAP BTP you are going to connect your S/4HANA system. So basically, what exactly we used to do for on-premise system, we basically set up the cloud connector. The cloud connector will set up a reverse proxy, basically a tunnel, which exactly go and this connect via the connectivity service. Okay. Now, if I go more depth architecture, you can see understand more depth architecture. Like on-premise, you have a cloud connector and then your applications. And this application via the HTTP proxy set up by the connectivity service, it helps you to make sure that your authentication between your application and cloud connector can happen very smoothly. Similarly, next set of diagrams, architecture, which you can understand. So a lot more learnings you can do it on the service catalog. Okay. Now, this is about the
So
learning. What about the
cloud,
sorry.
cloud connector is a different component to be installed in the on-prem
Yes,
SAP server.
yes, 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 yes. Without cloud connector, how can you connect and open the tunnel? So just imagine, I mean, let me show you and explain you the diagram. So although this topic should come later on, but still let me just explain to you. So let's suppose you have an S/4HANA system, okay, or ECC system. So they are an on-premise system, right? So they are basically on a separate VPN network, correct? Secure network. So no one can, other people can access it. And now you have a BTP platform, which is open, which is public. Okay. So how BTP will connect it directly? No, right? So they need someone, right, who can help them to breach this firewall. So to remove this firewall, we need cloud connector. So what cloud connector will do? Cloud connector will give S4 a separate secure tunnel where they can go and send the data and connect it with the other platform. So in the cloud connector, you will give the setup that, hey, I want to connect with this BTP account. So cloud connector will set up that secure tunnel, will help you to connect to only that particular BTP account, and then you can securely send the data here.
This is to be
Yeah.
installed in the S4 or ACC
S4,
system.
S4, S4, S4. Not you have to install on S4 system, but cloud connector is a separate component that you have to install, and then you have to do a setup, okay, with the help of S4 details you have to configure, and then you have to configure with the help of BTP details, and then you have to create a connectivity.
So if my system is on premises, so it should have this cloud connector, right? Otherwise, I can't connect to my BTP.
No need to that your system S4 should have a cloud connector. It's not mandatory. You can download local cloud connector also, right? In your local system. There are multiple tutorials available in
Oh,
developersp.com. You can go and install local cloud connector locally as well, which will run on local host 443.
oh.
Okay.
So it is not
Some
necessary to be installed into the ACC system or S4 on-prem
no no no
system.
no 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 no
We can
no
download
no.
the cloud connector.
Exactly. You can download the cloud connector. It's available it publicly. Just go and just type the Google, download the cloud connector. That's it. And install the cloud
Okay.
connector. It's a simple step to do it. Okay, of course, there is, it's not that much smooth to download like other software, but yeah, it's a very smooth flow. So you can just go and say, hey, download cloud connector, install cloud connector. So you have already installed cloud SAP cloud connector. See, installation and configuration of SAP cloud connector. See, so I can give you this link if you wish. You can go and try it out. Okay,
Yeah, thank you, sir.
no problem. Okay, good. So now you can see here, right? You have all the details of the services, everything. But this is not what a Discovery Center is giving to you or detail. It is giving to you a lot more. Like what are the price of these services? Because everything doesn't come with free, right? So there are multiple model like BTP model, pay as you go model, subscription model, trial model. We will come with that, what exactly this model is, okay? But if you see here, right, what are the price of each of this model, you will get and understand this price detail. And then based on the price detail, you will go and access it out, okay? So if you want to see related missions, which is related scenarios, you can also go and work on that. Few customer success stories, if you want to hear that what this customer has achieved using these services, then you can also go and learn that. So a lot more things are available, and if you want to know how to do a setups and everything using Cloud Connector, they have given already the Cloud Connector tools. So if you open it, you can see here Cloud Connectors, how to do installation, everything they have given it. So it's just a matter you explore it. Okay, the more you explore, the more you get the knowledge. Cool.
So every services has its price.
Yes, every services. So if you go to this discovery center, every services will have this part. Every services. So whatever the services you can see, you can imagine in the BTP Planet, you will find every services on the service catalog.
So say the one question, how can we practice the development in the SAP BTP if
You
every
can
services is price?
you can practice all the things which BTP service is. So there are multiple ways. There are the multiple scenarios which is available, which I'm going to explain you later as well. So if you want a step-by-step guidance, as I told you, right, you have a related mission. So lot of missions are available. Okay. For example, for example, you want to learn something called extend. Lot more scenario. I can give you build resilient cloud native application, how you can build it. So they have a project board. You can also follow step-by-step guidance, and then you can also complete. So lot more features you can do it, and then you can complete via the mission. This is one thing. Second thing is that anyway, in this learning journey, I'm already giving you the scenario. I will practice you a cloud application, how to develop it, and how to make sure that your cloud application you can develop by the business application studio, which we are going to learn today. So all these things we will make sure that you will learn, and then while the recordings you will definitely be able to do. We will take a long more time, and if you will not able to do, then of course you will follow this mission guide as well later on, anytime.
Okay,
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 any
fine.
question? Okay, so let me go and let me share some more things. Now, whatever you are going to see on the Cloud Foundry, right, it is a very good technology that helps you to achieve a lot more things. Let's go and understand some of the theoretical aspect of the Cloud Foundry, how this Cloud Foundry will help you to achieve a lot more things. Okay. So for that, let me just go and share my screen. Just let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes, yes.
So we will see today in this half an hour session for the first of our half an hour session that what is cloud foundry architectures, what is application and deployment space, how service and service bindings, so what are the business application studio. So if you see the cloud foundry architecture, so cloud foundry, as I told, is an open source. Okay, so remember that it's an open source cloud computing platform that can be hosted on different vendors. So what are the different vendors? You can say Google Cloud, AWS, Microsoft Azure, AWS, Alibaba. Okay, so they are hosting it. Okay, so it's not they have made it by their own. They are just hosting it. And on top of that, you can see here this Cloud Foundry are there. So you can see in the Cloud Foundry before, right? Bosch and Cloud Foundry, they are all framework. They are supporting this. Okay. So basically, so Cloud Foundry, it's a platform as a service. So basically, it is providing you a platform And with this platform is helping you to deploy your application. So you as a developer doesn't have to worry about, hey, what infrastructure I need. Do I need this Alibaba cloud or blah or blah? I don't need that. How to do setup? I just as a developer has to focus on my application coding without worrying about the infrastructure. For example, Bosch. What the Bosch will help you? Bosch will help you to take care of application provisioning. So whenever you do the application deployment, right, all the application provisioning will be taken care by the Bosch. And 100 of VM it has. Okay, it has a lot of VM virtual machine, which helps to deploy your application. You as a developer doesn't need to care about VM. You just go and deploy your application, and rest everything will be taken care by the infrastructure. Okay, so there are two kinds of management you can do. First, via the SAP BTP cockpit. So you have seen here, right? How with the help of service marketplace, we have created a service. You have seen that. However, there are other ways you can talk with Cloud Foundry using the Cloud Foundry interface. What is CLI? We will go and learn. So CLI is basically the command line interface. What is command line interface? That you put some command and you do action on the Cloud Foundry. So you don't need to do any manual stuff. For example, you have seen it, right? If I have to bind my services, if I have to bind these services, what I have to do? I have to go here, click here. I have to click create, and then I have to create, and then I have to choose the application, and then I have to bind it, right? Manually, correct? If I have to create a service key, I have to go and create the service key, and then I have to do it all this in manually. Similarly, if I have to go to the create if I have to create any service, I have to go to the service marketplace. I have to choose the service, and then I have to create it from here, which is a manual step, of course, right? However, with the help of CFCLI, if you don't want to go by this way, manual way, you can still go by the CFCLI, and by the help of the command, just type some command, and with the help of command, you can create service, you can deploy application, you can do anything on the Cloud Foundry operation, which we will going to see later on today. Okay. So this is a high level overview that how your application are deployed. So if you see here, you are in a space. Okay, so you have multiple space on a Cloud Foundry. What a space will do, you will deploy your application and you deploy your service instance, which you create service, which basically is talking with your S4HANA system on premise or cloud application, third party application. But if you see this subscription, your subscription is out of that space. So basically your subscription is at organization level. So if I come to this instance and subscription, you see your subscription. So if you can see your subscription, you can see here that you are at organization level. Okay, so whoever is the space level. So let's suppose if I have three space right now, right, and if these three-person are added individually to every space, so each space person cannot see other application, but all the three can see the same subscription. Correct. So if you go to the space level now, and if you want to see the subscription, you cannot see it. See? You can only see instances, not instances subscription. See, if you come to dev, you can see only services. Then you see only services. But if you want to come and see only subscription, you have to come here and open the organization. So if you come here and then do instance of subscription, then you can able to see the subscription. Clear? And then you already know what is business user who just need to access your application. Okay, and there is a platform user who will do all the administration and stuff. Okay, so this is some more by depth. So this is one of the example of you can say one command line that with the help of CF push command, I can able to deploy my application. Okay, which I will show you up. Don't worry about. Okay, so you just do some configuration, and with the help of configuration, and then just the help of this command line, you will deploy your application on the Cloud Foundry. So in the application deployment phase, Cloud Foundry, what exactly? They will just help you to focus on application code without worry about the actual underlying infrastructure. You as a developer doesn't need to worry about the language. You can bring their own language with the Python, Node.js, Java. Okay. And with the help of all these powerful CPU, memory, and instances offered by the Cloud Foundry, You as a developer just focus on your business logic and the code and deploy your application without worrying about the infrastructure. I've already shown you about this discovery center where you can see that how you can able to see all those different applications and services. And this is one of the service binding, which I already shown you that how you can create a service binding. So basically you can bind your application with multiple. Once you create a service, developer creates a service. These services can be binded to multiple applications, which I've already shown you. Okay. And this service binding, you can see here, right? You can get the credential of the binding information. So you can see here, right? On Cloud Foundry service, you in the service space level, you created a service instance. And then this you can see here, right? Your application are deployed and then your service are binded with those applications. So without binding, it will never work. Your application will never able to work properly. Okay, so now it's a good time to start SAP Business Application Studio. So this is the Business Application Studio, which is actually a framework to develop the business application for intelligent enterprise scenarios. So basically, you have an application, and you will make sure that you have you can say a framework that helps you to develop and deploy your application very seamlessly and fastly. Okay. So what's Business Application Studio actually do? So you know, right, that Business Studio is a web-based application which you are going to see right now, and it is available at your subscription. So basically, if you see here in your subscription also, you will able to see this Business Application Studio. Can you please raise your hand once you're able to see this in your subscription? You might have seen it. So can you please at least raise your voice whether you're able to see?
Yeah, we are able to see.
Perfect, very good. So now, before we go there, right, let's learn something. What does Business Application Studio do? So basically, it's a subscription, so which is obviously available in the sub account level. It helps you to extend the SAP solution. So basically, it's a very good platform, a development platform where you can help and extend your SAP solution, where you can build your SAP Fury or SAP UI5 application, where you can automate your business process, where you can create a mobile application, and where you can deploy and create a SAP native HANA application. So I will give you the link. PPT will be a part of that. So basically, you will also able to explore that part as well. So we will definitely going to give that PPT details later on. Now, what you have to do right now that you all have to do follow some stuff. Okay. First, let me just show you. So you have to come to the Business Application Studio. You have to click on that link, and then you all have to go here. Okay. You have to click on OK. And then you will find something here. So maybe let me just to delete this one first of all. And you have to go and create a dev space. Just give some name. Maybe you can give something called product shop, something like that. Product shop. And then you can choose SAP full stack cloud application. And then you can just say create dev space. Okay. So you have to do this part. Okay. So once I will tell, then let's get first started, and then all of you have to complete this task today. So let's first start it. I will tell you what exactly you have to do later on. Please watch it very carefully because this is a very important step to do the setup. So I will give all of you time, some 10 minutes time to do all quick setup. So don't worry about that.
Say, can you repeat how can we create the space and how can we deploy?
Sorry.
How can how can we create a space? Just you
Okay.
have created
So
dev
okay.
production.
So no problem. I will create again. Let me delete it. Okay. So you have to go there button. There is a button. Can you see here? Create a space. Click on
Create a
that.
dev space.
Okay. And then you have to type here.
I
Like let's suppose I will. No, no, you don't do right now. Don't do right now. Otherwise, you will confuse. Please see first of all, okay? So give the name of your dev space. Any name you can do. I give it product shop. You can choose anything. Then you give here the recipe full stack cloud application. Choose here, and then you can just give create dev space. Okay? And let's wait. So don't worry. Don't worry. I will fix all of you. If you will not able to do today, I will make sure that all of you are able to create a space. So don't worry about that. We are not in a hurry. Okay? Let it start. Because if you miss doing that, then you will again not, that's the problem. But if you know and then you will repeat, then your memory will consume that part. Okay. Sometimes it is more better that if you will explore by yourself and then if you get some issue, you then solve it. Then if you make your more, you can say learning will be more stronger than if you will just see and do it from your side. Okay? So don't worry about that. We will fix your part. So this takes some time. Okay. Maybe at least if you create one time, first time, initial time, it's take around some time, like not more than 3 to 5 minutes. But later down the line, it will take very, very small time. Yes, you can see now it is in a running status, which is the color is now green. And once the color is green, it means that we are good to go. So you can go here and click on that product shop. Click on that. Don't show this message. You can click and then click on OK. And your business application studio is starting up. Okay. So you can see lot of things are there here. Okay, so lot of detail like this application, that application. Okay, so lots of things are there. You don't need to worry about. If you just have to go here and I will ask simple term. You just click on that filling terminal and you could say new terminal. You will get a full-fledged command prompt. Okay, this is one thing you can explore. Second thing is that you have to log in with your cloud foundry. You have to log in with your space because your business application studio has to connect with your cloud foundry. And how you can do? Click on three dot, click on view, click on command palette. Okay, so you can see lot of things. So here also just type login. Okay, if you go to login, it will ask CF login to cloud foundry. You can just come here and you can see here you can log in via the credential also using your username and password, or you can use for login with your single sign-on. Okay, so you can just have to click on this one and just say sign in with a default identity provider. It asks your email ID and password. So let me give my email address and password here. So I will come to my org member and I will come here and I will, and then you can get here, you will get one code. Just copy that code and then you just copy from here and then you paste here and then you click on sign in. Now, once you sign in, you will get the Cloud Foundry organization should be select. So what is my organization name? 2D459. How can I verify this? So if you come here, if you come to this Cloud Foundry and overview, you can see your organization name of your Cloud Foundry. So can you see here this one? 2D459C trial. Is it the same? Yes. Okay. And now if you come here, you have to choose a space. So which space I am? Development production quality, which I created. So I wanted to target my development quality. And just I will say apply. Perfect. Very good. So now I am logging to my Cloud Foundry application. Now, before I give your time to start, do you have first of all any question here? Don't worry, we will give you time to explore and start for 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Don't worry about that. But do you have any question? You can ask, right? Anything which you feel that you think that or you want to know again what is bath or what is the but why you are using that. So I will once again repeat that. Business Application Studio is a development framework, okay, which allows you to create, deploy, and integrate the application, create SAP HANA application, develop business process. It's basically a one-stop solution to develop and extend SAP solution. Okay. Okay. So now what you have to do here that I'm giving you 15 minutes of time. We will sync at 4:10. In the 4:10, we have 15 minutes of time. Try all your combination and create a space, first of all. Choose full stack cloud application, remember. And then try to create a terminal for you. Just click on new terminal and then try to log into the CF Cloud Foundry. Even if you fail, after that, I'm going to teach you how to do it again. Don't worry about that. But let's try by yourself for the next 15 minutes. Okay. We will meet at 4:10, remember, and try to do focus on that. Okay, then
I'm
you can
also
share
not
your
able
screen.
to.
Then you can share your screen. Okay,
Okay.
so oh no, you are still in you haven't opened this Cloud Foundry. Go to your trial account and go to your trial sub account
Right. Okay.
in the down. Yes. And basically okay, open services, expand services.
That is service.
On the left hand side, if you see services, expand it. Left pan is there, right?
Okay,
Left pan
service. Okay.
overview, services, instance and subscription. Okay, open SAP Business Application Studio. Click on that icon. There is there, right? SAP after SAP Business Application Studio. There is an icon, right? Open that.
Okay. Yeah, this one, right?
Yes, open that. Yes. Click on don't show this message again. Okay. Okay. Create
Create
dev
this.
space and give it the name of your dev space. Anything like dev or anything. Yes. Okay. Good.
Create this
Just
space, right?
wait. You can have. No. Wait. Can you just refresh, please? Looks like there is something wrong. Can you just refresh? Looks like your internet connectivity is not good, I guess.
Yeah, it is good. But why it is taking so long? Yeah. Okay, else you can type with some for some
Yup,
other
yup,
time.
yup,
Yeah.
yup,
Yeah.
yup, yup. So once it's refreshed, right? Once this give the name you namespace name, right? You have to choose full stack cloud application and then you can create a namespace. Okay.
Okay.
Other
Okay.
colleague,
I'll do.
Dilip,
Yeah.
can you
Yeah.
share your screen?
So yeah, I'm coming to this skill knowledge. So actually, okay, so I've clicked here.
Hmm.
So it is going to a universal ID.
Okay, just click on that universal ID.
Okay, I have logged in the P user ID.
Just give yes, give MMOGP. Yes.
Yes, yes.
And give your password.
Yeah.
With this password which you will use to log in your BTP account.
Yes, yes, yes. This is the user ID password which I used to log into the BTP.
Yes, yes. Can you give that? Hmm. No. So it means previously user ID credential to log in. So it looks like can you just click on back? This back is there, right? After the before this universal ID which you have created, right? There's a back button here. Give email address. Give email address instead of that, which you use to log in. Yes. Okay. Enter. Okay. Give that FISR. Give the password.
The password.
Sure. This is the same password.
Yeah. Okay. Otherwise, I'll check. I'll do.
Yes.
I'll,
Or else you can use forgot password and reset your password. Okay.
okay, sure, sure, sure. I'll do. No issue.
Okay, good. So let's go and share my screen. And so now in the business application studio, you can explore a lot of features. Okay. For example, these are the project folder where all your project or application you can store. There is no limitation on the number of project. You can store a vast amount of project into the project. Where is your project folder? So if you come here and if you see file open folder, if you do here, then you can come here and there is a folder called projects. So inside the project folder, you can create lot amount of many project which you can do it. So we will do it later on. It's not, we will do it right now. So this is the Git source control where you can initialize the Git and push the code to the Git. We will also learn GitHub and then what is the Git, how it has been linked with Business Application Studio. We will see that. Okay. Then we will see extensions, running and debugging, CI/CD stuff. Then we will see SAP HANA database, SQL tools, service tasks, simplified Git, lot more things in Cloud Foundry, blah, 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 blah. We will see that. That is not a problem. If you open that thing, you will see a lot of sample application, which you can try it out. If you feel there are a lot of sample applications which are there, which you can go and try it out and use it for your learning, which we will also do it later on. Okay, but the most important thing which I wanted to try, which I wanted to bring it to you, that how this Cloud Foundry. So basically, now what we are going to do here, right? That we have a BTP account, and in the BTP we have what? BAS, Business Application Studio, and we will, and this is the Cloud Foundry stack. Okay, which is of course a part of a BTP platform. So BTP platform is a Cloud Foundry. Okay. And now what we are going to do with the help of CFCLI, which is Cloud Foundry command line interface, we are going to talk with Cloud Foundry. And we will see how we can, with the help of command, how we can talk with the Cloud Foundry. Okay, so first of all, if you want to see all the CF related help, just type CF and type -help. This is the first command, Cloud Foundry command line interface. So you can see, right, with the CF space -help, you can see, you can get all that command which is available. For example, if I do CF help, CF help -a, you will get another set of command line which is available inside your application. For example, if I want to see what are the spaces which has been created into my sub account. So can anybody tell me what are the spaces right now in my sub account?
Their quality
Production. Now, if I want to see by the command Cloud Foundry command line interface, what I have to do? Just type CF spaces. Can you see here?
Yes.
So can you see the power of CFCLI? With just one command line, you can able to see your account, your organization. If you want to see what organization I am adding it. Okay, so right now you have one global account or one sub account, right? It might happen that I am added to multiple sub accounts. So for that, if I want to see CF orgs, then you can see the list of org which you are added. If you want to see which space I am logging, then you can just put CF target and you can see that which organization, what user, what space you have logged in. For example, if we want to create a new space, just see the magic. Okay, right now you have what space, how much? Right now, what are the space you have? 3 space, right?
Yes.
CF spaces. Now, if I want to create a new space, I will say CF, create a space, and the name of the space, I will say sandbox. So I think the command is wrong. And if I want to get the exact command, what I have to do? I have to just go and see this help command. And then I will type help command. And I will see what are the command for the space. Okay. Okay. So if I want to create a space, what I will do? Okay. CF create a space, correct? So I will come here. I will again clear this. I don't want all these things. So I will say CF. I will copy that, create a space and the name of that space. See, it is created. It's one single sentence is created. Now, if you go and refresh your Cloud Foundry, right, just see the space. Can you see your new space?
Yes.
What is the name of that new space?
Sandbox.
Let me delete that new space, or let me delete a production. I wanted to delete production. CF delete space production. Okay, you want to delete? Yes, I want to delete. I'm deleting a space production. Okay, can you see? It's deleted. So if I refresh it, I shouldn't have any space called production. Can you see that?
Yes.
What are the other things? Similarly, you can delete for sandbox. If you don't want, let's remove quality. So let's suppose delete quality. See, we are deleting the quality. So refresh. So whatever we can do it manually, right? With the help of CFCLI tool, we are ensuring that we are much faster and efficient. Correct? If you want to see the list of spaces now available in the market, you can see here, depth and sandbox. Now, similarly, you can do a lot more things. CF, if I do help, let's see, explore one by not everything, but let's see. Okay, so first of all, if you want to log in, so you have, I've told you, right? Now, if you want to log in your Cloud Foundry, you can just type CF login. And then you can see here, you have to give your email and password, and then you can also log in. If you want to log in via the single sign-on, so you can also do CF login SSO. Okay, then you have to just go and create a token. You have to just click on that. You have to just click on the token. You will get the token number. You just get the token, which I just followed manually, right? Remember? And I'm doing it right now via the CFCLI. I just paste it. I just selected which space you want to target. I want to target dev. I will select one. And yes, you are in. Did you feel it is very cool
Yes.
and fast? Now, let's see one more thing.
But here, suppose we have logged into a dev terminal now. Okay. How to know we are in which terminal? What is the command prompt?
Yes. So just type CF target and just see. You will get that where are your target now.
Okay.
Let's see another information. Now, if you see here, lot of things you can explore it. Okay, it's your days to explore everything. But if you see here, I'm going to see, for example, right now, if you see here in my dev space, in my dev space, I have how many applications? There are two applications,
Two, two application, yes.
Hello World SRV and Hello World. Now, if I am in a command line and if I want to see my list of application, what I will do? I will type CFL. I'm also getting the route of my application, which I can do. Now, if I want to see the list of services which are being created in my application or in my sub account, see? Can you see which I created right now? Also connect S4 HANA. I remember. See, connect S4 and all this thing. Can you see? So you can see what this is. If I want to delete service, so I can delete it directly from manual, right? From here also I can delete. I can go and delete it. I can delete. I can choose. I can choose the option and I can delete. But what if I will say that I'm going to delete here directly from here? So how? See here, delete service and the name of that service. So yes, service is deleted. And if you go and refresh, see, can you see now? Connect. If I search connect, see, clear? Now, if I want to, let's suppose, create a new connectivity service again. So what I will do, CF create service. What is the name? Connectivity service. I will give the name of the connectivity service I want to create and name of the plan. So I will give the light plan and I will give the name of my connectivity service. So I will say give BTP connect, something like that. See, it started creating. I will refresh. See, it's creating. See, it's created. And if I go here on the cockpit, so you can see here. Can you see BTP Connect? So similarly, you can do a lot of. If you want to see the list of all the services available in this service marketplace, okay, you don't want to go and go and explore it from here, okay, and you just want to see all the list services which is available. So you just have to type CF marketplace. You will get the list of all the services which is available. So why I'm showing this to you, right? I'm explaining you that with the help of Cloud Foundry command line interface, which is CFCLI, you are going to seamlessly conversation with the Cloud Foundry landscape. You are talking with the Cloud Foundry. You are doing all the operation of the Cloud Foundry via the Cloud Foundry command interface. So similarly, if you go to this CFCLI, right, you can also see a lot of things like CF API. Let's suppose if you want to, should be able to see the input, just copy that. So you can also use the same thing. So for example, if I give CF API, you will see the API endpoint. If I say CF API, you will see the API endpoint. Correct? Can you see that? This all. So because it's all cloud foundry, right? In the end. Okay. So let's suppose if you want to get logout, just type CF logout, your CF target. Can you see here? So that is what the whole concept of this whole learning is that you are making sure that you are learning a very you can say application, you are deploying the application, you are learning the core basic concept, and that is what the whole story of this is. That here you are going to make sure that with the help of the Cloud Foundry command line interface, you are well versed with the Cloud Foundry, you are doing all the operations which we are going to do right now as well. Now, do you have any question right now? Clear?
Yes, yes. This is good.
Now, let's suppose if I have to create an application, a CAPEX application. So what I will do, I will come here, I will come here, I will come to new terminal. And what I will say, I will write a simple command to create my CAP application. What exactly? CDS, init, I will say product shop. So if you can see here, right, you will see that in the project section, it will get now updated with one product. Okay. So, okay, so I am in a wrong, so it should be in the project. Sorry for that. So you have to come inside project. Okay, so you have to come CD space get projects P capital. Why it's not coming? Projects. Okay, and here you have to give CDS init product shop. And can you see here one project started coming? Correct. If you want to see the project also in the project folder, you can. I told you right. You can just come to the open folder. Just open this projects, and then you can see product shop also. So you can also open from here, or else you can directly click that. You will directly open the projects. So this is the way we used to start any application. Okay. We will keep this application. We are not going to work on now, but as of now, can you all try? Maybe just you have any question at least on how to create a CAP project.
Yeah, okay. Can I share my screen? Just hold on. Let me share. I'm able to create this thing, this one. Now, what to do?
So first of all, let it start because you have stopped it. So you can click on play button. Say the yes. It will take some time, and
Okay.
then once it will get completed, it will turn to the green color, and then you can share it again. Okay, it will take some time.
Okay.
So once
Okay.
it's turned to green color, you can do it. Okay. Okay, so now you have seen that how with the help of the command line using CDS space init, we are doing a CAP application. The next class we will see what this application, what this command line will actually doing it to create a CAP application, what exactly the CAP, and then we will create one hello world application. We will see all those things. Okay, so you don't need to overwhelm right now. Right now, we will be going to focus more on the basics part. So if I will again share my screen. So you can see here that we have the application, we have the projects, and then you can see there are a lot more other stuff like you can clone from the gate, you can new project from the template. Okay, you can do a lot of more stuff. Okay, so tomorrow next class when we'll come here, right? We'll also see that how you can use the Git repository, and using the Git repository, what is Git repository? What is the purpose of Git repository? And then you will see that how you can connect your Git repository with your past. Okay. But right now, we are not going to come here. We are not going to focus here. We are going to come to the cockpit because our basic concept is still left. Now, this is an HTML5 application. So every application when you deploy in your scenario, right, it will always come to the HTML5 application. Okay. So HTML5 application is a repository. So whenever we create, there are two type of application we create: managed app router or unmanaged. All the managed application router. What is managed router? What is unmanaged? We will again explain when this concept comes. Okay. But what is managed or unmanaged? All the application you can see here. For example, if you see here, I have one application called product, which I'm also going to create right now. But if you want to see just a UI of the application, you can open that application and you can see here that application details. So you can see here. Okay, so can you see that application now? So if you want to see, you can see more details. So we will basically create the same product shop application here as well. We will do a lot of operation. We will see that how we can integrate multiple scenario. You can say example. We will get definitely go with that. Okay. Then if you come here, we will see have the connectivity service. What is this connectivity service? That you will have can set up your own destination, remote connectivity destination, whether it is an S4HANA or some third-party application or API application, API have application, S4HANA Cloud, process automation service, anything, right? Whatever the destination you can create from there. If you have set up any cloud connector on your in your sub account, you can see all those cloud connector connected here in your BTP account at this point of time. Next, come to the security part. Security part, you have the users, where you can add your own users, you add multiple users who can able to access your account. So you just have to click on create and then you can add those person email address on the default identity provider. Okay. If you have any custom identity provider, you can choose. Okay, first of all, you have to create a custom identity provider and link with this BTP account. And then you can also add them into the custom identity provider if they wish to. But default identity provider is the choice. Okay. Is the control. Once you have added this user, you can add the roles required for the user. So a user cannot access the application or subscription if the user doesn't have the required role. For example, if I doesn't have business application studio, so if you go and see all of your user, you will see that you will all have these few default role, okay? Like a business application studio administration, developer, and deployer. Because of this three role, I'm only able to see my business application studio. So if you remove these three roles, delete this, you might able to see an authentication error or fail an authentication error in your application. Okay. Now, this is a role correction. So when you create a subscription of your services, you will get multiple roles which has to get. Okay, so every services has the subscription as a role. So for example, if I have subscribed my business application studio, I can see all those roles under this roles. Okay, so if I come to the roles, I can see all those roles under here. Okay, for example, if I created cloud connectivity service, I can see all those roles which has been there. Okay, so if I come here, a lot more role. Okay, so now the question is, what is role collection? Role collection is a combination of roles. So, for example, in the role collection, you can add two or three roles. For example, I can create one more role, and I will say developer role. Okay, and developer role, what this developer role will do? Developer role will have two or three roles only. Okay, like he can access business application studio. He can do something. For example, he can access business application or maybe document extraction service, and then maybe the two roles I can assign it from here. So basically, I can club multiple roles from multiple services and assign this to the user. Suppose any administrator related stuff I can add here, and then I can make sure that I will add some 2 or 3 user policy I can add here, and I can club 4 or 5 roles, and then I can create a separate role collection which I can save it here, and then I can assign this developer role into my user. So now this is a very good stuff if you want to create one role collection. So right now the problem, if you see here in my user, I have a lot of roles. So I can club all this role into one single role collection and I can assign this to me. So I assign role collection and now I can assign developer role directly. So this developer role will have all the role which is needed. So instead of this 4 or 5 role, like 35 role, I can have one role only and I can use that part. Similarly, you have the trust configuration where you can see that you can set up the trust configuration, which is the default identity provider right now. But if you want some custom trust, right, like Azure IS or Azure IDP, you can use custom identity provider and you can create an established trust. And then you can use, with the help of established trust, with the help of some preconceived pre-configuration, you can create your own customer trust. Okay. There are a few settings which you can do it on your application, but that is a little. Similarly, there's a usage analytics. So, for example, if you want to have a look at how much services I have consumed, what are the costs right now which I have been incurring into my sub account, based on the period, you can filter it out. Based on the services, you can filter it out. For example, if I want to see how much business application studio is consuming, so you can see here the charge, the cost, every analysis you can do it. As a style account, you will not get that much clarity, but in the production landscape, you will get a lot more clarity, more better. Okay. Any question? As trial, I told you, right, it's mostly for 90 days. So it's after the expiration of 33 days, it will get extended up to 90 days. Okay. In the interval of 3 intervals, you will get, and then you can extend it to the 90 days. Okay, so that's it from at least from today. Okay, we will not going to deep dive on application front, because for the next class, then we will focus on you can say CAP application. But from the BTP point overview, we are good. So if you have any question right now which you can want to ask, or your understanding is not clear, you can ask me.
Yeah, okay. Just let me share my screen. Now it is running.
So can you open that dev space? Can you click
Yeah,
on dev? No, no, click on dev.
this one.
D, yes, yes.
So what we are doing now in the BTP, we are creating a space, and after that, later we'll connect to our cloud platform or to SAP S/4HANA, all those things, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, and for this you say there'll be two user, right? The developer user and the user who will see the application. So who will be creating those users?
Yes. So of course, the platform user. So platform user is going to be take care of all the platform related operations. Like if you want to create a user, if you want to remove the user. So basically, in SAP landscape, who is that? What is the security guy, basis guy? They used to
Yes,
handle all those stuff, right? So
yes.
similarly, with BTP also has a separate section like security section. These people basically are the platform user only, are the basically in the high level word they are known as a platform user, but they only will do all those operations. Although it is a very simple step and not as much complex as on-premise system, but still it's very seamless and you can do it from your own side as well. Which I just
Okay.
explained to you, right? How you can add roles and role
Yes,
collection,
yes, yes,
everything.
yes.
So no worry if it is slow, Sugar, but you are
Oh,
still good. Okay,
yes, yes.
you can able to access it. That's not a problem.
I can do. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure, sure. And please see the recording for any issue. So
Sure, sure.
Nilesh, Dilip, you have any question more?
Yes, I have. I need to connect to the backend now. Okay, because I have logged into the application. I've opened the application,
Hmm.
and I need to connect to the terminal. It will,
So you can go to the terminal. Click on terminal. New
it
terminal.
will-
You already opened the terminal. You already
okay,
opened the
okay,
terminal. The
okay,
terminal.
then fine. Okay, then.
Yes. And then you can put CF space login space S space dash SSO
Okay,
dash SSO. Enter. Can you give your API endpoint so you can go to instance and subscription, your cockpit? Yes, and yes. Can you go there and go to overview and copy your API endpoint? It is there. You can see your API endpoint here, right? Under Cloud Foundry environment. Just copy that. Yes. Copy link address. Yes, and go to your business application studio and paste it. Enter. Allow. Allow. Oh no. Wait. No. Wait. You have put it two times, right? So just put one. Yes. Enter. Enter. Yes. Enter. You give your email address which you have used for login. Just give your password. Password will not be visible. Remember. Perfect. No. You have given invalid. You do one thing. Put three line. The problem is that you have to give SSO. You have to give the password. That is the problem. Are you sure you're giving the correct password?
Okay, I'll try. I'll try and then.
Yes, please do that. Okay. If you will not able to do that, there is another step I can show you. Just three line.
Yeah.
Three line. First you have to connect to
Okay.
the Cloud Foundry, right? To just to make sure that you first do that. So there is another. If you don't do it from here, right? There is a open the three line which you opened it previously. Three line. Yes.
Yes.
View, 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 view. Command palette. Search there. Command palette. Command there. Palette. Yes. Search there. Login. Type login. Login.
Okay.
No. Yes. Very good. And now just go give your SS. Click on that. Create a new browser to generate your SSO. Create a link. Yes. There also you have to give your email address and password. Just sign in with identity provider. Okay. Enter if you are correct. You are good. Now copy that and then come to here, Business Application Studio. No. Yes. And come down. Come down. No. Come down. Come down on the same page. Come down on the same page. Same page. Same upper top. Yes. Scroll down. Yes. Paste it. Your SSO. And scroll down. Yes. Sign in. Perfect. Very good. You are signed in and then select your scroll down. Select your target. Select your target. Yes. Choose your target. Yes. Very good. Choose your space is dev correctly, which
Okay.
is good, and apply. Perfect. And if you in the command now, right now you can access all the CF features. So put Control C in your command line first of all to terminate now. Control C. Control C. Clear. Do clear. CLER. Yes. CF space target. CF space target. Wow. Very good. Okay. You can do all operations. So if you want to see all the command, you can put CF space help dash A. So now you can directly talk with Cloud Foundry from no dash A. You should have a space. Okay. No. Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Okay. So
Okay.
now you can do lot of more operation. CF marketplace, you can do whatever you want to operation. You can do it now. Easy,
Okay.
seamless.
Okay.
Clear? Any more question?
Okay. Right.
So go and try it, explore it. This is just a starting learning phase, right? So you don't need to get overwhelmed. We will do a lot more complex thing later on. So, but take a recording, watch it, see how much you can do. Similarly, you can create a CAP project. So if you type CDS in it in under project folder, you can create a CAP project easily. Okay, that also we can do it. Okay, so just see the recording, see where we are doing on the project folder and all this thing, learn, see, and then easily you can able to get next week we will able to get the hang of it. Okay, Nilesh, any question from your side?
No, no, thanks. I understood.
No problem, right? Thank you very much for all of you. Enjoy your weekend and let's meet for the next week. Okay, have a great day. Bye bye.
Right.